National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 429, effective until midnight Tuesday. This watch includes the following county: Allamucky, Iowa, and the following counties: Minnesota, Houston, and Winona, and the following counties in Wisconsin: Buffalo, Crawford, Jackson, La Crosse, Monroe, Trumbull, and Vernon. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, co-radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station WXJ86 in La Crosse, or Station KGG95 in Winona. Broadcasts originate at the National Weather Service office in La Crosse, Wisconsin. This is a summary of hazardous weather for the La Crosse and Winona listening area. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 12 a.m. Tuesday for Allamucky, Buffalo, Crawford, Houston, La Crosse, Monroe, Trumbull, Vernon, and Winona County. For more information, go to weather.gov/cross. And now a look at your forecast for the La Crosse area. Tonight, partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms this evening. Some storms may be severe with damaging winds and large hail. Lows in the lower 70s. South winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Chance of rain 40%. For Tuesday, mostly sunny. Hot with highs in the lower 90s. South winds 10 to 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 30 miles an hour. Tuesday night, partly cloudy with showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then mostly cloudy.
Good evening. This is the Weather Monkey. I've got some time this afternoon, so I just thought I'd monkey around and come out to extreme eastern Olmsted County in southeast Minnesota. The city of St. Charles is, I believe, about 4 miles south and east of me. And I'm parked, I think it said Olmsted County Road 9. I'm not sure, but I think that's what it said. And I'm watching this complex of storms move up out of the Austin, Albert Lee area, pretty much through Rochester, Minnesota, and up towards Plainview and Wabasha, Minnesota. I have noticed some enhancement in the updrafts. So I believe these storms are starting to elevate. I know there was a slight cap earlier today on the atmosphere that wouldn't let these storms pop through. Too much warm air aloft. But I believe with the sun at its angle and the day wrapping up here pretty quick, I think the jet stream is probably picking up a little bit of speed and the cap is disappearing. So we'll have to sit here, or I'll have to sit here. You can sit here with me, and we'll watch this system move through. And like I said, there's a line of storms all the way back through Hayfield and Austin, Minnesota. So we'll watch this for a while, and then we'll probably have to move because this is sliding ever so slowly southeast as it moves northeast. If that makes sense.
Partly sunny with a temperature of 8 at Boscobel, 84 at Wisconsin Dells, 91 at Madison, and 93 at Waterloo. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 429, effective on Tuesday. This watch includes the following county: Allamucky, Iowa, and the following counties in Minnesota, Houston, Winona, and the following counties in Wisconsin: Buffalo, Crawford, Jackson, La Crosse, Monroe, Trumbull, and Vernon. A severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned for weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. To know a weather radio station WXJ86 in La Crosse or CGG95 in Winona. Broadcasts originate from the Weather Service Office in La Crosse, Wisconsin. This is a summary of hazardous weather for the La Crosse and Winona listening area. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 12 a.m. Tuesday for Allamaquee, Buffalo, Crawford, Houston, Jackson, La Crosse, Monroe, Trempealeau, Vernon, and Winona counties. For more information, go to weather./lacrosse. And now a look at your forecast for the La Crosse area. Tonight, partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms this evening. Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds and large hail. Lows in the lower 70s. South winds 10 to 15 hour. Chance of rain 40%. For Tuesday, mostly sunny. Hot with highs in the lower 90s. South winds 10 to 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 30 miles an hour. Tuesday night, partly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then mostly cloudy with showers with thunderstorms likely after midnight. Humid with lows in the upper 60s. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Gusts up to 30 miles an hour in the evening. Chance of rain 80%. Heat index values in the mid-90s early in the evening. For Juneteenth, not as warm. Showers likely and a chance of thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-70s. West winds 5 to 12 an hour. Chance of rain 70%. Once again, the forecast for tonight. Partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms this evening. Thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds and large hail. The lower 70s. South winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Chance of rain 40%. At 5 at La Crosse, it was sunny. The temperature was 81 degrees, the dew point 70, and the relative humidity 69%. The wind was east at 3 miles an hour. The pressure was 0.80 inches and falling. In Winona, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 75 degrees, the dew point 68, and the relative humidity 78%. The wind was southeast at 3 miles an hour. The pressure was 2.80 inches and steady. Across the tri-state area Prairie du Chien, haze was reported with a temperature of 86. At Plaquemine, it was mostly sunny with a temperature of 89. It was partly sunny with a temperature of 81 at Sparta, 78 at Black River Falls, 81 at Preston, and 8 at Camp Douglas. It was cloudy with a temperature of 70 at Eau Claire and 76 at Rochester. At Decorah, the weather conditions were not available. Elsewhere across the region at Minneapolis, rain was falling with a temperature of 62. It was mostly sunny with a temperature of 90 at Dubuque, 83 at Mason City. It was partly sunny with a temperature of 88 at Boscobel, 84 at Wisconsin Dells, 91 at Madison, and 93 at Waterloo. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 4 Tuesday, effective until midnight Tuesday. This watch includes the following county: Allamaquee, Iowa, and the following counties in Minnesota, Houston and Winona, and the following counties in Wisconsin, Buffalo, Crawford, Jackson, La Crosse, Monroe, Trempealeau, and Vernon. Remember, a severe thunderstorm means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Taking a look at the 4 through 7 day forecast for the La Crosse area. Wednesday night, a chance of thunderstorms. A chance of showers in the evening, and showers likely after midnight. Lows in the lower 60s. Light winds. Chance of rain 70%. For Thursday, showers likely and a chance of thunders. Highs around 80. Chance of rain 70%. Thursday night, mostly cloudy with a chance of shower thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-60s. Chance of rain 50%. For Friday, showers likely and a chance of thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-80s. Chance of rain 60%. Friday night, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows.
Seems like the Weather Service is having a problem with their broadcast. Okay, where I'm at right here.
Mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms.
There's a special weather statement issued.
Chance of rain 50%. For Saturday, showers likely and a chance of...
I'm looking at the wind velocities. Nothing
thunders.
out
Highs
of
in the
the
mid-80s.
ordinary except
Chance of
for
rain 70%.
there's one spot
Saturday night,
north of
showers
Austin,
and thunderstorms likely. Lows in the lower 60s.
east
Chance
of
of rain 70%. For
Dexter.
Sunday, most with a chance of showers. Highs in the
That
upper 70s.
appears
Chance of rain 50%. Sunday night and Monday,
there is some
partly cloudy.
rotation.
Lows in the upper 50s. Highs around 80. You're listening.
So we'll have to see what happens there. There's
A
definitely
severe
rotation.
thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 12 a.m. Tuesday. McKee, Buffalo, Crawford, Houston, Jackson, La Crosse, Monroe, Trempealeau, Vernon, and Winona counties. For more information, go to weather.gov/La Crosse. And now a look at your forecast for the La Crosse area. Tonight, partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms this evening. Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds and large hail. Lows in the lower 30s. South winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Chance of rain 40%
Okay, let me
for Tuesday.
look at that spot.
Hot with highs in the lower 90s. South winds 10 to 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, there
Tuesday
could be.
night, partly
I'm looking
cloudy
at
with
the
a chance of
reflectivity,
showers
and
thunderstorms
there's a
in the
little
east, then mostly
couplet
cloudy with showers with
that has
thunderstorms
developed
likely after midnight. Humid with lows in the
just
upper
south
60s.
and east of
Southwest
Hayfield,
15
Minnesota.
miles an hour. Gusts up to 30 miles an hour in the evening.
And I'm looking at my high-res
Chance of rain
velocity,
80%.
and in that spot, it's actually,
Index
it does
values
show
in the mid-90s early in the evening.
change in wind direction.
Not as warm. Showers likely and a chance of thunderstorms.
So
Highs in the
that's
mid-70s.
quite a few miles from
West
here.
winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Rain 70%.
So
Once again, the
I'm sure the
forecast.
National Weather Service is keeping an eye on that.
Some thunderstorms may be severe with damaging winds and lows in the lower 70s. South winds 15 miles an hour. Chance of rain 40%.
Looks to be about 10 miles
5 p.m.
north
at La Crosse, it was sunny. The
Dexter,
temperature was 81
basically, a
degrees,
little bit
the
to
dew
the
point
west.
70, and the relatively 69%. The wind was just 3
Dexter is
miles an
located
hour.
on Interstate
The
90,
pressure was 29.80
where Interstate 90 takes that
and falling.
dip towards the
Winona
Iowa
was
border
partly sunny. The temperature was 75
before it gets
degrees,
to Austin,
the dew
Minnesota.
point 68, and the relative humidity 78%.
So,
The
I'm going to
wind
keep an
was
eye on
3
it,
miles an hour.
take a look at it again in about another 10 minutes and see
and
if it's
steady.
increasing
Across
speeds,
the
if it's
tri-state
tightening
area
up.
at Prairie du Chien, haze was reported with a temperature of 86.
But we'll see. Maybe I should change to Minneapolis weather
Mostly sunny with a temperature of 89.
station.
It was
so it
partly
doesn't keep
sunny
cutting
with
out.
a temperature of 81 at Sparta, 78 at Black River Falls, 81 at Preston, and 80 at Camp Douglas. It was cloudy
So-
with a temperature of 70 at Eau Claire and 76 Chester. At Decorah,
And of
the weather
course,
conditions were not available. Elsewhere,
camera
across the
timed
region,
out a little,
at Minneapolis, rain was
so
with
we'll
a
get back
temperature of
over here.
62. It was mostly sunny with a temperature of 90 at Dubuque and 83 at Mason City. It was partly sunny with a temperature of 88 at Muscatine, 80 Wisconsin Dells, 91 at Madison, and 93 at Waterloo. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 429, effective until midnight Tuesday. This watch includes the following counties.
Well, I lost my picture somehow.
Fargo, the new version.
Gotta get through that commercial there before we can go back to the weather radio.
That's just the beginning. Fargo, you can get the Wells Fargo mobile app.
Hello, Saver. Whether you're saving for that trip to the tropics or saving for an emergency, now's the time to take advantage of Wells Fargo's savings options. Wells Fargo offers savings accounts that can help you save towards your goals. So, what are you saving for? Visit a Wells Fargo branch.
9 feet. Forecast is expected to rise above flood stage late tonight to a crest of 897.7 feet Wednesday. It will then fall below flood stage on Thursday. Flood stage is 897.0 feet. Flood history. This crest compares to a previous crest of 898.1 feet on October 6th. Most of flood deaths occur in vehicles. Caution is urged when walking near riverbanks. This is weather radio station KEC 65 Minneapolis, St. Paul, on a frequency of 162.50 megahertz. Serving listeners throughout much of East Central and West Central Wisconsin. We broadcast from the service forecast in Chanhassen, Minnesota. And transmit from the KSTP News Television Tower in St. Paul. 9:55 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
Shall we try a different one? That one's
Hello, Saber.
just about as bad as La Crosse. But one thing I have noticed is I've noticed the Scud moving a different direction. You know, the Scud was kind of moving along with the storm, and now the Scud has kind of changed directions. I think it's probably being pulled into the storm a little stronger than it was earlier. So that'd be my guess. So we'll see what happens. I'll go back and check that wind velocities and direction from where we were a minute ago. Yeah, it seems to have. Seems to have basically disappeared. But the wind was tightening up there for a minute. Now it's not. So that's good. One thing I didn't do is I didn't check the Minneapolis radar. That'll kind of, when you do that, kind of give you a better idea. Okay. Yeah. It's a little bit of spin in the atmosphere. Just east of Rochester Airport to about Marion. But nothing to worry about. I can see it starting to rain across that field. So it is dipping this way ever so slowly. And there's some clouds over there. They're looking interesting. But I can see off to my southwest, things are looking a little bit more stormy. And of course that's 20 miles away. So we will worry about what's going on right here for now. since I lost my radio, my weather radio. Kind of quiet. I should just go out and buy like a $10 pocket radio, weather radio, and use it instead of trying to run it through the internet. And I'm in a good spot for internet. I got 5G right here, so I can't complain. You know, it'd be nice to sit here and play some music, but my luck, the feed would get pushed to the front, and then a lot of people would be watching, and then I'd get a strike from YouTube. I suppose I could always only wish that would happen. So I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but those clouds in the center of the picture, they look low and they are low. A lot of turbulence going on right now in the sky. I don't know if you noticed it or not, but that one low cloud was just sitting there, and now it's gotten picked up by the wind, and now it's moving from left to right. And there's some other clouds off to my right that are low, that are moving from right to left. So there's probably a pretty good updraft there. Okay, what do we have here? Severe thunderstorm watch. They've just extended it into, well, basically from Waterloo, either side of a line, 100 miles, north to Rochester. That's pretty much it. in either, well, not so much on the west side of Rochester, but on the east side all the way to Toma. So
Hello, Saver.
yeah, the commercials will play, but the
Trip to the tropics.
actual broadcast won't.
Now's the time to take advantage of Wells Fargo savings options. Wells Fargo offers savings accounts that can help you save towards your goals. So, what are you saving for? Visit a Wells Fargo branch or wellsfargo.com/save to open a savings account today.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Is forecast. Where? Cannon River at Northfield. When? From late tonight to Thursday afternoon. The following impacts are expected at 897.5 feet.
Okay.
Flood waters reach Carlton
Special
Cove
weather
Tucker
statement.
Fields. Babcock Park north
Okay,
of
special
downtown
weather
begins to
statement.
flood.
Radar indicated.
At 2:30 p.m.
Wind
Monday,
gusts up
the
to
state
30
was
miles per hour, heavy
855.9
rainfall.
feet.
Storms will
Forecast. The river
repeat
is
along the
expected to
same
rise above flood
line
plains
for the
late
next
tonight to a
hour.
crest of 897.7
Impact.
feet Wednesday.
Gusty winds
Will then fall
could
below
knock
flood
down
stage
trees,
on
limbs, and
Thursday.
power lines.
Flood stage is 897.0 feet. Flood history. This crest compares
Localized-
to the previous crest of 8.
Localized flooding may occur with these storms. But the wind gusts up to 30 miles an hour, and they put out a special statement for that. Yeah. Right now the rain is probably off to my left. Oh, I'm guessing 15 miles. That cloud there in the middle of the picture is interesting. Now this whole system here is starting to push some outflow.
For tonight, thunderstorms will return this afternoon and overnight. A few storms may become severe with isolated large hail and damaging winds. Flash flooding is possible as well. And now the extended outlook for the period Tuesday through Sunday. Additional rounds of thunderstorms are expected through much of the week. Severe weather, heavy rainfall, and flash flooding are possible with each of these rounds. The risk for flooding along area rivers will increase through the week. Spotter information statement. Skywarn Spotter Act. Wisconsin. For tonight, thunderstorms will return this afternoon and overnight. A few storms may become severe with isolated large hail and
Okay, here
damaging
comes
winds.
some rain.
Flash flooding is possible as well.
What I think I'll do is
Now the extended outlook for the period Tuesday
I'll
through
head
Sunday.
southeast. That way
Near steady temperature in the lower 70s.
I
Southeast
can
winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Gusts up to 30 miles
Trying to stay ahead of the storm rather than get buried behind it.
70%. Tuesday, mostly sunny in the morning. 50% chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Some may produce heavy rainfall in the afternoon. Highs in the mid-80s. South winds 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts to around 40 miles an hour. Tuesday night, thunderstorms in the evening. Then showers likely and chance of thunderstorms overnight. Some thunderstorms may produce heavy rainfall in the evening.
I should probably turn my
Lower
wipers
lower
on.
60s. West winds 5 to 15 miles an hour. Gusts up to 30 miles an hour in the evening.
Fargo, the new virtual assistant for Wells Fargo, makes banking faster and
So
like it.
I'll head around the corner here. And then I'll go down to either Highway 14. Yeah, I'll go down to 14. Head back into St. Charles. And that way you can get a view of Actually, I think this road here will take me straight straight out to Interstate 90. I never noticed this, but this road, I don't know why they did this, but they made it curve out. And then it curves back. But I think I'll go out to Interstate 90 and head east and get in front of this system again. If I can get out there quick enough. Right now I'm in the small town of Dover, Minnesota. And the interstate's probably about 3 miles from here. So, if I can get out to the interstate, pick it up and go east, would probably be my best bet. Let me move my camera a little bit this way so you got a better idea of what I'm looking at. Bit of a rise in the altitude right past this overpass. So I think I'll go up there for a few minutes, and I can always turn around real quick, come back, get on 90 and blow out in front of this without too much trouble. So let me see if I got somewhere I can park up here. There's nobody behind me, so that's not an issue. Here's a good spot. Well, it is and it isn't. Anybody coming behind me? No. Let me pull in there. The only problem is the utility poles. You know what? I'm going to pull up a little farther because there's probably another spot up here to pull off. And then I've got a better view. I'm not looking at the crest of that hill. Turn here and go up here. That's what I'm looking at, but you know what? That's not anything. I'll turn around and get back on the interstate. Or get on the interstate. I thought it looked more impressive when I couldn't see the base. But it's not. And I'm going to get poured on in a minute with rain. And I don't want to be on this dirt road when I want to try to turn around. So, it'd be interesting to see where this road goes. Straight in front of me, that's not interstate. But I think I know where it goes, and I'm going to end up just a few feet from the interstate. So I might as well just get on the interstate. If you notice, you can see the rain starting to fall in front of me. Let's see how long it takes to get out in front of it. See, that's why I didn't sit in that one spot, because once it starts raining, you lose the definition, of the clouds, and it just becomes a milky white, and there's no depth or perception in it. So you're better off just getting out in front of it. The difference here is if I do see something interesting out the left or right window, I'm going to stop, because last week I didn't, and I wish I would have. Out of that rain already. And like I've said before, if you can chase storms alongside an interstate, that's the best position to be in, because you can not only move away from them rapidly, you also have good internet connection. So, I did see a few flashes of lightning back there. So it's not all rain. Cars nowadays are so quiet on the inside that it's really hard to pick up thunder in the vehicle. Okay, I'll get off here for a minute. This is the St. Charles exit. as you can see, the road is pretty much dry here. We'll go over here and we'll see what this storm has going for it. Really, I think it's weakened a lot. I mean, it's pretty dark right here, but the storm itself, I think, is weakened. Yeah, there's not much left of it. I can see light behind it. There is some going on back there, but it's all rain. So most of the action is to the north here. Actually, those storms have weakened. They've literally weakened. So I think I'll turn. I'm not going to get back on the interstate. I think I'm going to turn here. I've never been on this road before. I have no idea how far it goes. But we're going to find out. I think what it does, it goes to a Winona County road and then it crosses underneath the interstate and ends up by Lewiston. That's my guess. As long as it stays asphalt and doesn't turn to gravel, that'll be fine. Taking a look out the window south. Like I said, the storm seems to be weakening. So see out the back side window there or not. If I get up a little farther and I'm in a little elevated area, no trees, I'll stop. check my stream, make sure it's running, because in the past I thought I was streaming and for some reason it quit. That was kind of frustrating. So I have to stop every now and then, check and make sure my stream is running. Wow, that was a perfect spot right there. Since there's a corner here, I'm going to go back and grab that spot. Turn around and go back. Although, like I said, the storm is weakening, so there may not be a whole lot to look at. Okay. Here's what I'm looking at. Let me turn the camera over there. Try to get that A-pillar reflection out of it. Oh, went too far.
Area, a flood watch has been issued until 7 a.m. Wednesday for the following counties in Minnesota: Goodhue and Rice, and Pierce, Wisconsin. Flood watch has been extended until 7 a.m. Following county: Chisago, Minnesota, and Polk, Wisconsin. Flood watch has been extended until 7 a.m. Wednesday for the following counties in Minnesota: Onondaga, Carver, Dakota, Hennigan, Ramsey, Scott, Washington, and Wright, and St. Croix, Wisconsin. Now here is the hazardous weather outlook for portions of central and southern Minnesota and west central.
So now the rain's going to catch up to us again. It's going to pour pretty good.
Return this afternoon and overnight. A few storms may become severe with isolated large hail and damaging winds. Flash flooding is possible as well. Wisconsin. Flood watch has been extended until 7 a.m. Wednesday for the following counties in Minnesota: Onondaga, Carver, Dakota, Hennigan, Ramsey, Scott, Washington, and Wright, and St. Croix, Wisconsin.
Actually, I got some rotation.
Spotter information statement.
I don't know if you can see it or not.
Activation may be needed this evening through Tuesday night. Now the forecast for the Twin Cities metropolitan area.
Let me get this back
Tonight,
over there.
mostly cloudy with thunderstorms likely early in the evening. Then mostly cloudy with chance of
Go up.
thunderstorms late in the evening. Be cloudy overnight. Some
Now, I don't know why it does that, but
heavy rainfall
it seems
in
like
the
every
evening.
time I want to go up
Near
with it,
steady temperature
it thinks
in the
I want to
lower
reset
70s.
it. There we
Southeast
go.
winds 10 to 15 miles an hour.
I don't know if you can see that right there, but that cloud's got rotation on the base.
Chance of thunderstorms 70%.
And it's definitely spinning.
Hello,
Definitely
Saver.
spinning.
Whether you're saving for that
It's spinning like crazy. The only thing that's going to happen is this rain shield's going to come across here and we're not going to be able to see it. Let me check my wind velocity on the radar. See what it shows right here. Okay, here I am. Well, it does show some spin. Definitely. Somehow here comes the rain again, so I'm going to move farther west, or east, excuse me.
Friday night, thunderstorms likely in the evening.
Let me reposition my camera out front, and we'll head farther east.
Precipitation 80%. Saturday, showers
It'd be interesting to run this back and play it and see if you can see that rotation.
highs in the lower 80s. Chance of precipitation 80%.
Well, I either have to go south, and I don't know where south goes, so I'm going to have to go north. I don't want to, because I'm going to run into that rain shield. Well, that road's gravel anyways. I don't even want to go that way now. I didn't realize the road was gravel. See, it'd have been nice if there would have been a ramp to get on the interstate right there, but there isn't. So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to go south, and by the time I get out my map and take a look at where it goes, I might as well just sit in the rain. So I'll go the other direction. Because I don't think there's another way to get on the interstate until you get to Lewiston. So I'll just stay on Winona County 35. Problem is, I'm going to get too far off the interstate, and then I'm going to lose my internet signal. I'm not sure how far this road goes. South. I do know it hasn't started raining